Good day, everyone. Time now for Weather News Today with J7409. The name you know, the news you can use. And the weather thumbnail pick today is from Patricia Hernandez. Now, this is a very beautiful picture. She's in Sayville, Long Island, New York. She says this was the sunrise the day after their big snow event and storm that went through. Very, very pretty, isn't it? Uh-huh. Thank you, Patricia, for sending that in. And if you have any weather pictures, sky pictures of any sort, any kind of weather phenomena, sky phenomena pictures, and you would like to share them with us, please click Show More, scroll down, you'll find an email address to send them to. And if it's your first time here, welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. And if weather makes a difference in your life, please click the J7409 in the bottom right-hand corner. Subscribe, click the bell to receive the latest weather news, forecasts, and alerts. We got a whole lot of stuff going on, and my, how things can change. You go to bed, you get up, you see a whole new bunch of stuff coming in. Well, I want to concentrate over on the West Coast. We'll move across and I'll move the map around so you can see what's happening. We're going to start out with a NAM model this morning, and around 9 a.m. this morning, this is what the weather should be looking like across most of the lower United States, okay? We got the snow up in Montana. We got a system coming in off the West Coast with snow and rain. You can see another low is right here. It's going to be moving across. Coming across to the east this morning, we still have some snow up in Vermont, New Hampshire, New York, Maine, but it is clearing on out for the most part. Trucking down south, everything is looking clear this morning. No precipitation going on. And the strong thunderstorms I was talking about last night, looks like it might be a day or two behind now. Behind. So what we'll do is we'll come back up here. We'll move it up to around 2 p.m. this afternoon. We can see this system has come in. More snow up in Montana, some in Idaho. Utah has got some snow here and there, along with Colorado. Everything else, though, is looking pretty good. A little bit of precipitation down in New Mexico, Arizona, northern Arizona. But as you can see, everything is looking pretty good with that snow clearing out up north. But this system is going to move and cause a lot of stuff coming up. So we'll go ahead and move to 10 p.m. tonight. You can see a little bit of a line forming here of freezing rain in Montana and Wyoming. The more snow and rain is in California and Oregon at this time. Everybody else is looking good. Still got some snow down in Utah. We'll move to tomorrow morning around 4 a.m. and that's when it starts to really, the system starts to really fire up on the backside of it as it's whipping around. And would you look at that? Let me make it a little bigger for you if I can right quick. Here we go. We can see it a little bit better now. This line is down in Nebraska. You got freezing rain, you got snow. And it wants to start to actually have freezing rain with sleet, ice pellets in it. This is for Nebraska, right in this area here. But it continues to spread on out tomorrow. Here we go, by 12 p.m. lunchtime tomorrow. Look at that. Wow, you got lots of snow back in South Dakota and Wyoming. As you come on up to Montana here, lots of snow. But from South Dakota all the way down as we come down to Iowa, this is all freezing rain, and this is all sleet. Now, if we come just a tad further south, from Kansas City and in Missouri, all the way over up into this area, we have rain. And what is it looking like? We'll come down for just a second. What is it looking like? For the rest of the United States in these areas, well, the rain does start to spread south. This is around lunchtime tomorrow. The rain does start to spread south. And we have some rain, and believe it or not, we're probably going to get a little freezing rain in North Carolina. Everybody up north, you're getting a break finally. This is by tomorrow afternoon, which is wonderful. So, 8 p.m. tomorrow night, where is the stuff going to be going? Looking like it's pretty stationary at this time. It doesn't want to move. We'll go to 3 a.m. Saturday morning, and we'll see what's going on. By 4 a.m. Saturday morning, here we go. Up around Chicago, you guys got freezing rain. It's just rain in Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama. Come on down. You see, you got the idea what's happening here. Freezing rain where it's closer up north where the temperatures are cooler. Iowa has some ice pellets and freezing rain and snow. But this, for the most part, is what it's looking like. You guys up here still getting the break at this time. Everybody down south, this is what it's looking like for you. As we move up, we can only go but so far. And we're going to see what happens here at 7 a.m. Saturday morning as this system is moving on through. Now we're going to put it on the GFS model. Same time, Saturday morning, 7 a.m. We can see the freezing rain has started in Ohio, along with rain in the southern part of Ohio. Everybody else from Kentucky, North Carolina, Tennessee, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, down to Mississippi, it is rain. So for Saturday at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, looking like snow in Pennsylvania as this system, we still have a system out here. We'll put it up here really quick for you right quick. See here? This high is pushing this low. We still have it. What's going to come of it? I don't know. I want to go back in time to around 11 a.m. and I'll take the pressure systems off. I wanted to check for all my friends in Ohio. Looking like you guys got a lot of freezing rain and snow coming in. So please be aware of that. Also up for my friends in West Virginia. That's what it's looking like. So we will go now back to 7 p.m. Saturday night. This is moving offshore. As we look out west, more snow in Montana, Idaho, Oregon, in the mountainous areas of California. Utah's got good snow going on, as well as Nevada. Texas has got rain. It's rain from Texas and Houston area on up to Louisiana, to Biloxi, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and North Carolina. So that's what the next few days are looking like. What does all of this mean that I've just showed you on a bigger map this morning? Well, up to a few feet of snow is expected to fall over the Sierra Nevada ranges. A winter storm should affect the northern high plains into large sections of South Dakota and Nebraska, and an elevated to critical risk for wildfires exists from southern Rockies eastward into the southern and central plains. Now, the initial setup across the country will feature an omega block with a ridge over the center of the country, which we just saw, while closed lows are positioned to either side of it. Now, ultimately, this particular regime will maintain colder than average readings over most locations outside of the middle of the nation. In particular, expect temperatures around 10 to 15 degrees below across the west, as well as over the northern central to northeastern United States. Now, a well-defined west-east oriented stationary front will be the boundary separating the highs in the 70s and 80s over the southern plains, while 30s and 40s prevail to the north. Generally speaking, expect highs around 15 to 20 degrees above average over Kansas and Oklahoma. Now, with the deep upper trough in place across the west coast, multiple embedded impulses will be the focus for persistent and organized precipitation. While wet weather is anticipated over a vast majority of the western states, the best focus should be across the higher terrain over northern California and to southwestern Oregon. This is where some of the stronger lift with the upper level trough will combine with favorable conditions, and more specifically, expect several inches of precipitation over the Sierra Nevada ranges, primarily snow, giving such cold temperatures aloft. At this point, 2 to 3 foot of snowfall accumulations appear likely, with isolated approaching 4 feet totals. Wow. While neighboring ranges will see lighter amounts. Widespread amounts of around 12 to 18 inches are possible over the Shasta, Trinity, and Klamath ranges. Now, as the upper trough across the western states advance inland, one particular disturbance is forecast to intensify over the central high plains by this evening. Strong lift underneath this system will combine with favorably easterly upslope flow to produce heavy snowfall anywhere from southeastern Montana to northeastern Wyoming into vast sections of western South Dakota and northwestern Nebraska. Amounts over a foot are likely across the Black Hills based on the latest forecast. Now, the additional threat will be icing, as mild air will be coming in from the Gulf of Mexico. It's going to override a sub-freezing surface layer. Now, this will be confined to locations north of the stall surface front, stretching from Central Plains into the Tennessee Valley. This places significant icing potential anywhere from along north of I-70 across Nebraska and South Dakota into a large chunk of the middle Mississippi Valley. Now, given the intensification process occurring over the Central Plains late today, a strengthening pressure gradient will unfold at the surface. Dry, gusty winds are likely across the southern Rockies eastward into the southern Central Plains, which will enhance the risk for wildfires. Additionally, the U.S. Drought Monitor is showing this area has a large rainfall deficit, which will make this region more susceptible to a fire danger. So please keep that in mind. The Storm Prediction Center Fire Weather Outlook places an elevated to critical risk throughout the forecast period. Now, farther east, organized convection across the lower Mississippi Valley may produce areas of severe weather Friday into Saturday morning. So see, this system that was going to bring these thunderstorms to the Mississippi Valley area for today, well, it's slowed up. Once again, farther east, organized convection across the lower Mississippi Valley may produce areas of severe weather on Friday into Saturday morning. So make your weekend plans according. And thank you so much for being with me this morning. Everyone, you have yourself a good day, a safe day, and a blessed day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subbing. Thanks for the thumbs up. And please join in the comments. I love to speak and talk with each and every one of you. Keep your eyes on the sky and everything around you. Much peace, love, and kindness to all.